To get to Hoopla, you will go to yclibrary.org. At the top on the blue bar, there is a Browse option. If you hover over that, you will see a drop-down menu. Click on Virtual Library. And this will bring you a list of all of the digital and virtual library services that the York County Library offers to patrons. On this list, you will find Hoopla. When you click on Hoopla from home, you will be asked to set up an account. Since I am already logged in, it will not ask me to sign in. So this is what the screen looks like when I've logged into my Hoopla account. I'm going to go up to the top, and next to my Hoopla, where I can look at my specific information, I can go to Browse. I'm going to click on ebooks because the majority of craft books are going to be more helpful with visuals. When you click on ebooks from the Browse menu, next to the search bar at the top, it will bring you to this screen. I have the option of looking at categories that ebooks are organized in. This is like tags. Two tags that are of particular interest to me are the Arts tag and the Crafts and Hobby tag. When you click on one of these, it will bring you a collection of books that have the craft tag and also have more categories that are more specific. You can click on these. I'm going to click on Paper Craft, and it will bring you books that are specifically about paper crafts. All of these titles are available for checkout as long as you have available credits. I can go back by either hitting the back button or looking under the ebooks title at the top and clicking on the previous category. With the Patchwork Tales going on, several of the performers are using puppets. So I clicked on the puppet making one, just in case you're interested in making your own. So now that we've looked at the Crafts and Hobbies tag, we'll go and look at the Art tag. The Art tag will have a variety of categories underneath it. It will not only talk about types of art, but also art from around the world. So take a look and see what interests you. Maybe you're interested in learning more about color theory. You click on color theory, and here are several books that can help you to select a good color palette for a project, whether it be an art piece, or a knitted or crocheted afghan, or a quilt. Using the back button to go back, I am going to find a book that we can look into. I'm going to click on this one. This is about hand lettering. You can see on the page there's information about how long the book is. There's the author. It lists if this book is part of a series, and it is. There is a brief description about the book. And there are also some categories at the bottom to let you know how this has been identified by Hoopla. You can borrow it right away, or if you want to save it for later, you can click on the Favorites button and it will add it to a list of favorites. For this demonstration, I'm going to borrow the book. It will borrow it automatically for 21 days. Now that I've hit borrow, I can now read it in my browser. You can read it on other devices as well, including tablets and phones. So now I'm waiting for the book to load. And once it's loaded, I can start navigating with the directional buttons on my keyboard. I'm going to use the right and left button to flip through the pages. Right now it is in a 2-column format. Up at the top left corner, there are some lines that are parallel to each other. If you click on those, you'll be able to get more options. There is a settings area where you can change the appearance of the text, including the type of font used, the size of it, background and font color. You can change the orientation of the words on the page. You can also change it from a 2-column setup to one that is a single column or an infinite scroll. Right now I'm messing around with the size of the text to see how big it can get. And now I am playing around with the background color. This increases the line spacing, which might make some text more readable. I can also turn it to a single column or 2 columns so it's more like an open book. Or I can change it to where it is a scrolling page. So I can hit next chapter at the bottom, go to the next chapter, scroll down and read all of it, and then hit the next chapter button again to go to the next chapter. So it's almost like navigating through a series of web pages. You can also look at the table of contents or chapters to navigate to the sections that you're interested in, or just to see what is in the book. There is a bookmark option. In the top right corner, there is a little bookmark symbol that you can click. So as you're reading, if you really like a chapter, you can click and it will save that space. So when you click on the bookmarks, you can then see where you put bookmarks. You can also highlight text as you're reading. You can highlight text and do an internet search or ask for Hoopla to define a word, or you can highlight it. You can choose the color of the highlight or choose to underline it. And there's also a notes option where you can add your own commentary or make a note. This is a great feature if you are reading a book for a class or reading a book where you need to keep notes. This way you can keep it all in one spot. Go to your highlight section and see the highlighted text and notes. You can also search the text for words and phrases. I just searched leaves, and I might have been interested in creating a garland, so I was able to find that chapter. So now that I'm done, I am going to click Close Reader, and that will take me back to my Hoopla homepage. One craft book that I have out right now is a watercolor book that I really enjoy called Creative Watercolor. This is a book that is also available in print at the library. But I liked having a digital copy in case I wanted to look at something on the go and also not get the library book dirty. I can prop up my phone or pull it up on my monitor and look at something or an example and not have to get the book very dirty. So now that I'm done with Hoopla, I'm going to go up to the top right of the home page. There's this cog wheel that brings me to settings, and I can log out.